Hey everyone, good morning. It's Ken from kenfurukawa.com, and we are live. And I appreciate you joining me live if you are. If you're watching the replay, I certainly appreciate you watching the replay as we go through the entire Taking Action Online 3.0 action plan. Now, to me, this, and I've said this many times, this is the best free affiliate marketing course for beginners. And really, as I go through each of these steps, I hope you're understanding the level of value and the quality of the training that you're receiving. And this is free. And just because it's free doesn't mean that it's not good. So we're going to go through this action plan. Today, we are going to go over step number 10. Now, the first 12 steps of this action plan are free. So when you click on the link down below in the description, I'm gonna run a banner across here so that you can see that as well. What you're gonna be able to do is register for free. You'll be able to dive into this action plan and start building a real business, folks. Building a business takes time. It takes a lot of hard work. It takes long-term thinking. And the way that this action plan is set up, it will help you to step by step go through and start building your business. And the beauty of this plan is, and I'm going to show you in a second, is that Philip Borrowman, the creator of this Taking Action Online action plan, he is literally building a business alongside you. So as you go through each step in this action plan, Philip is going through it as well, and he is doing it. So talk about proof is in the pudding, or putting your money where your mouth is, or eating your whole dog food, whatever you want to use, he's actually doing it. And so let's go ahead and let's take a look at the action plan and where we're at right now. All right, so this is the 12 step, or actually there's 20 steps altogether, but in the free action plan, there's 12 steps. So we've gone through all of them except for 11 and 12, which are still underway. We're going to talk about step number 10, which is building an optimized website. Because when you optimize your website, this is what's going to lead to sales. This is what leads to conversions. All right. Now, I know in the past I've talked about this up here. This is the progress tracker right here. Now, when you click on this progress tracker, you are going to be taken to another page where you're able to follow along as Philip builds his plan. So you can see right here, he has just completed step number 10, and he's gonna go through all of them all the way up to step number 20. Again, up to step number 12 is the free action plan. So if you want to get access for that, just click on the link below. In fact, I'm gonna run this banner. I'd mentioned that. So let's go ahead and do that. Hey, Dennis, thanks for joining. So we're gonna run this banner over here, and you just go ahead, register. It's free, and you can get started right away. Now, as we go down this action plan here, you're going to see what's really cool about this progress tracker is that you can see all the steps, when he started it, when he completed it, when it was made public. So you can go through this at your own leisure. But again, go ahead, sign up, and get started. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at step number 10. So in this step, Philip is going to be talking about optimizing your website and how that's going to lead to sales. The way your website looks and the way it functions and where certain elements are very important to conversions. And Philip is going to talk about that portion. But the thing that I really want you guys to pay attention to is this first video right here. It's called Before We Start, Common Sense Alert. And I want to talk a little bit about this because what I find is that this video in itself probably should be the video that he starts off every training step with. And let me explain. So when he's talking about this common sense alert, he's talking about the actual fiddling around with your website, the actual doing the technical portion, which a lot of people allow themselves to get caught up in. A lot of people get frustrated very easily at the most smallest mistake or the smallest error or the smallest thing that doesn't look exactly the way that he's doing it. And that kind of mindset is a mindset that will stop you from progressing, stop you from building a business. With anything you do in life, you always start from ground zero and you have to learn and you have to build up your knowledge. So it's interesting to see that when we can apply that to our normal lives about learning things and progressing and just getting better, whether it be playing sports, whether it be learning how to use a computer, whatever. It's interesting that when people get into these kinds of courses, that they think that everything is going to look exactly the same. And what Philip is trying to explain in that module is that there's always going to be something that's a little different depending on the type of computer you have, the software you have. There's just multiple factors, and you just have to take that into consideration, that this is just part of that growth process that a lot of us go through. I have gone through it myself. And when you learn these things, what you're doing, and sometimes as painful as they may seem, you're building perspective. And I think that's so important to understand as you go through this action plan, is that you're going to encounter frustration. You are going to encounter doubt. You're going to be battling those little voices in your head that tell you that you can't do it, that it's impossible, that it's only for young people, whatever. But I'm here to tell you that your attitude and your mindset is going to dictate whether or not you can do this. Because at the end of the day, anybody can learn anything. Trust me, I have friends, colleagues that they're either retired or they're getting close to being retired, and they're doing this right now and they're making money doing it. So, the limiting beliefs, the excuses of, oh, I can't do it anymore, something goes wrong, I want to open up a ticket and complain, rather than sitting down, taking a deep breath and trying to understand what went wrong and going through the different processes in order to learn. That is what we all go through. That is part of the journey. So now, hey, Philip, thinking long term. Absolutely. It is all about thinking long term. And I was just telling people that, I don't know when you joined, but I was just telling people that this first video right here, the before we start video, the common sense alert video, should be on every single step because people encounter difficulties all the time. And it's a shame when people give up, when they're so close to just taking that next step, that they give up. And that's why, this online world, this online business is something that is so special, because you don't have a boss to report to. You don't have clients. You report to yourself. you need to hold yourself accountable. You owe you, basically, is what it is. And I'm still on my soapbox here, because this kind of stuff to me is super important for everyone watching to understand, is that nothing is easy. Okay, nothing is easy. Things can be simple. Following a plan like this is simple. It is basic. It is simple. There are steps, rudimentary steps that we all have to go through in order to build this business. Steps are simple. It is not easy, because guess what gets in your way, folks? Right here. So anyway, now that I'm done talking about, get off my soapbox here, let's go ahead and just kind of go through this. Now, this is going to be the fiddly part. But this is so important. This is so critical to your success, because you need to really learn how to optimize your website, optimizing for speed, optimizing your homepage, the author box, things that you would probably never, ever think about. I know when I first made a blog, this is about 4 years ago, and I started going through the blog, and I did it. I completed the blog. If I compare it to this action plan, I did it all wrong. Totally wrong. And oh, by the way, guys, today, Monday, February 15th, all the way through February 18th, if you guys are interested in taking a super duper deep dive into SEO. If you want to learn how to do SEO above and beyond what's being taught here in this action plan, you can go through this action plan, by the way, and do it, okay? Because the principles that are being taught in here are applicable, okay? But if you want to go a little bit deeper and you want that full deep dive and you want to learn SEO the right way without all the craziness associated with, by the way, did you know that there are 200 plus ranking factors on Google? 200 plus. It's no wonder people get confused and they give up when it comes to SEO. I gave up on SEO because I didn't understand it. So just to let you know, from now until January 18th, which is Thursday, February 18th, I'm sorry, February 18th, which is a Thursday, there's a product being launched right now called the Simple Seo Blueprint. I'm going to leave a link down in the description. If you guys are interested in checking it out, go ahead and check it out. The price right now is unbelievable. And the value that you're going to get is tremendous from this product. So I'm going to leave a link. Go ahead, check it out. If you're interested, great. If you're not, continue with the action plan, okay? It's totally action plan is the action plan is where you want to be, okay? So start off with this action plan. If you're following along, you're keeping score at home, folks, and you definitely want to take that next step, then the Simple SEO Blueprint, my friends, is the way to go. I went through the training, and I got to tell you, I wish I had that training 4 years ago. Just bottom line. So let's finish up the rest of this training here. Let's take a look at what's here. So, optimizing your blog post and blog template. And so you're going to go through and you're going to see Philip actually go through the optimization process, and you're going to see how fiddly it can be, how you have to really start doing these things. You have to start optimizing on your own to really learn how your site builder works. He's going to show you using Thrive, which is what he uses. However, if you're using a different page builder or a different theme, then you're going to go through that process of learning how to tweak things here and there to make it better. And again, that's just part of the process of being an entrepreneur and learning how to overcome these tiny obstacles. Because believe it or not, these tiny obstacles, these ones that I think now are so insignificant, these are the types of obstacles that stop so many people. I would say 90% of you guys out there, if you have tried multiple things trying to build a business, those little things are the things that stop you. That and buying bad products. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, subscribe to my channel, because I review good products and great products. I also review bad products, and I'll point out some of the things that you need to be able to look for in order to avoid those products. But this training course, this action plan, so to speak, is the real deal. So go ahead, click on the link below. Go ahead, kenfurukawa.com, sign up for the free action plan. It is amazing. I love it. And I'm going through all the steps. I'm not actually implementing all this stuff because I have a YouTube channel, but in going through the steps, I'm learning a lot as I go. And you're going to see when you go through at least step 10 and some of the other steps too, that Philip is going to show the mistakes. He's going to show the little hurdles that pop up. And I want you guys to watch. I want you to watch how he reacts when these things pop up and compare them to how you react when similar things happen to you. And then from there, I want you to take a step back and understand that in the grand scheme of things, if you're going to panic over something really small that has to do with your theme that's not working, then you're really going to have to start learning how to overcome that and change your mindset, because those kinds of thoughts are the very, very thoughts that stop 90% of the people out there. And I truly believe that I have this theory that 90% of your success is mindset based, and 10% of your success is skill set based, where skill set we can learn. So as you go through step number 10, perfect, you're going to go through and learn these skill sets that are necessary for your success. However, when you encounter those little problems, those things that just don't seem to go away, and you give up or you quit, that's the 90% part. That's the 90% that stops most people from doing it. So anyway, I didn't realize I was gonna get into my soapbox here, but the action plan again is a wonderful action plan. I urge you guys to sign up. It's free, and you're really gonna learn a lot. You're gonna learn a lot about building a business. You're gonna learn that building a business takes time. It takes patience. It takes a long-term mindset. And really, the internet's not going anywhere, folks. It's not gonna go anywhere. And so there's no rush. I know there's a lot of you out there who need to make money right now. And that's another thing I want to really talk about here is that for those of you out there who are looking for that thing, that one thing that's just gonna, lead to this explosion of money overnight, it's not gonna happen, okay? And the longer you spend time chasing after those things, the longer you pursue that dream or that, to me, it's a lie, one of the biggest lies out there. The longer you take doing that, the more time you waste in establishing your business. Think about all the time and the money that you invested. I'm going to call it invested in trying to find that one loophole or that magic hack that's going to help you bring in loads of cash, and you're going to be picking out your yacht before you even, before you even start your business. While it's cool to think about that, it's more important to realize that you have to go through the steps. You have to earn it. You have to earn it. It's not found in some cheap and cheerful product that you find on Warrior Plus, ClickBank, or JVZoo. All right. It's found in practical plans like this action plan. So with that, guys, take action. Sign up for this free action plan. You can build a business with these 12 steps. In fact, let me just show it to you one last time. You can build your business with these 12 steps right here. So these 12 steps right here, you can build a business. And so I've got two more sessions. Let me show this to you. I've got two more sessions. Okay, so 11 and 12, step 11 and 12 are the last two steps of the free action plan. When you go through this, even if you decide you don't want to do it, I just still want you to read through the different steps, because you're going to see that by following these 12 steps, you can build a plan. You can build a real business, that you can do it. And steps 13 through 20 are more advanced, and they're really going to help you take things to the next level. All right. But again, following these 12 steps are really, you're going to build a business. Okay. So with that, thank you everyone for joining this live broadcast. I appreciate you being here. If you're watching the replay, thank you so much for watching the replay. If you want to sign up for this action plan, click on the link below. It is free. Also, as I mentioned earlier, from today all the way through Thursday, February 18th, until 10 a.m. Eastern time, we have a special launch period going on for the Simple SEO Blueprint. And it is, to me, one of the best trainings out there for the money. So I want to leave a link down below and go ahead and check it out. See for yourself and give yourself several days to think about it. But I would take action soon, because the quicker you take action, the quicker you can start doing. And that's where you build your business. That's where you can start making commissions. So thank you so much for attending. I really appreciate you guys, and I'll see you next week. Cheers.